Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to another episode of Capital Conflict. We're back with a gang. Let's go. But sadly, we also have to talk about Chelsea. But yeah, it's great to be back. Big up to every single one of you that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe to everybody's channels. The link is down in the description below to Northside, to Mike's channel, to Hotspur Cave as well. I also, again, would like to give my condolences to all of the US Chelsea fans because I understand that you guys are suffering at this time right now. 4-0 down in 35 minutes to Switzerland. It is what it is, man. Couldn't be my nation, couldn't be my club. Not anymore, thank God. But I hope one day you will get your independence from that Satanist, that terrorist, that evil force of nature that is known as Maurizio Pochettino. God bless the US Chelsea, and I hope you get your independence one day. Big up, my guys. Now, let's get into it. Smash the like, subscribe, all of that. Gotta talk about transfers and like these shit sporting directors and just everything that's been going on over the last couple of weeks. But before we get into that, gotta shout out the panel as well. Mikes, how's the last couple of weeks been, bro? I hope everything's been well over in East London.
Oh, I don't know about East London because East London's always on a madness. But yeah, I've been fine. I've been fine. Jay knows, bro. He's had a break from it, bro. But I've been fine. Transfer window hype, man. I'm just trying to get to Greece in 2 weeks, bro, and just have a bit of constant sunshine, man. Can't be asked with all these aggregate news nonsense. But other than that, I'm all good. It's good to be back on the channel, man. Good to have everyone here again. Big up the panel, big up the chat, bro.
Big up, bro. Great to have you on as always. Jay, so you're enjoying Mexico, man. I might join you if this news keeps getting any worse. But how is everything?
Viva Mexico. Viva Mexico. Nah, man, life is sweet. What do you mean my team won a trophy and now I'm in Mexico, bro? What is this life? Is this even real? Is life even real? But nah, big up, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to watch that pussy or Poch get cooked. And I got to watch Tommy Tuchel get cooked as well. And unfortunately, I had to witness Ronaldo lift another trophy. But it's okay. It's okay. Because guess what? We're well and truly on the road to 750. We're like 20 subs away. And I just got super chats now on the channel. We hit the right watch hours. We get memberships. We got super chats. So subscribe, man. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe, man.
Make sure you, man, are subbed ASAP, people. What do we say? A rising tide lifts all ships. So sub to everybody's channels. Right. Northside. First off, I want to say congratulations. Country's done it again. You've got a little bit of joy back in your footballing life, man. Hope everything's well, bro. Hope everything's well.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice, you know, seeing trophies again. You know what I mean? It was nice. So yeah, man, it is what it is, isn't it? You know what I mean? At least my nation didn't let me down. So yeah, man, it's one of them ones. But we bought Kepa, so hey, market opportunity. You know what I mean? We got Kepa, so we should celebrate that. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at that. You know what I mean? The gal's happy, so as long as the gal's happy, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's what it is, bro. It's just whatever, isn't it? Like, this club's a joke. We got Kepa, we're linked to Garnacho. We're still, you know, penny pinching when it comes to Sesko, even though he's not good enough. So it's just whatever, bro. I can never escape the pain, innit? It is what it is. I can never escape the pain, bro.
Can you take Garnacho instead of us, please?
We probably will. I'll tell you, we'll probably unlock him.
Hey,
take Solanke as well. You might as well just, since you're collecting all of London scraps, you might as well just take Solanke as well, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's so funny about the Garnacho thing? You know, there was like 3 clubs that were interested: Chelsea, Arsenal, and you know who the third is? Apparently, it's West Ham.
I swear Tottenham had interest as well.
No, hey.
Well. I'm sure I saw a new one.
Listen.
Am I bugging?
I swear to God, yeah. Like, Garnacho's going to kill one of us this summer, bro. It ain't going to be me. Because we ain't paying money.
Oh, it's that Fihai's account. Yeah, you got away with it for now. That's a shit source. Yeah, you're not in the Garnacho one. How are you the smartest one out of all of us? Right now, it's Chelsea and Arsenal with us apparently as front runners, even though like our focus is Gittins. I think he's both our number 2s because he's shit. So if neither one of us get our number 1 targets, we're gonna go for Garnacho. If we don't get Gittins, we're getting Garnacho. If you don't get Rodrigo, we're getting Garnacho. And whoever wins in that one loses. So I hope it ain't us. I hope it ain't us. We're still in the Gittins race, so I don't think it'll be a Chelsea thing. I actually don't think he goes to you guys either. I'm hoping it ends up being a Napoli thing and to just see him as far away, him and his fucking annoying brother, as far away from London as possible. But sadly, I got to start with the Chelsea news because I just want to get out of the fucking way and all of that. Yesterday, we got the news that we've pulled out of the Mike Mignon deal because 20 million for a goalkeeper of Mike Mignon's nature, experience, quality is just a bit too much, you know? It's just a bit too much. They're doing this thing called Club World Cup tax, where they're trying to make us pay a little bit more because the Club World Cup's about. And we don't want to do that because we don't want to get pushed about in the transfer market anymore. So we're not going to pay 20 million for a proven goalkeeper that is going to up the floor of our goalkeeping, of our goalkeepers by levels. But with Gittins, we're going to shake our ass in front of the sporting director repeatedly and change our bid by about 15 million within the space of a day because we want to get him in for the Club World Cup. So Club World Cup tax clearly works, isn't valid if you're under the age of 25 because that's the way Chelsea Football Club likes to operate. That's our football club for you, sadly. But here we are. Now, that would have been annoying, but relatively okay if the best goalkeeper that we have at the club over the last 12 months is part of the Club World Cup squad. But we took him out of the Club World Cup squad because we're a very intelligent institution. We said, you know what, we're not going to bring in one of the best goalkeepers in the world for the Club World Cup, but we're also not going to bring in our best goalkeeper for the Club World Cup. Because fuck that. Now, we're dropping these briefings. Petrovic wants to be a guaranteed starter, something Chelsea cannot offer. Petrovic is going to try and find a new club because now we want to make Petrovic look like the bad guy in this situation. Whatever the situation is with this topic, I don't care because it's either a shit brief to make him look like the bad guy, which I'm not going to listen to for a second, or if it's true, good. You want to be a guaranteed starter. Your competition is Robert Sanchez. Another one that they've already dropped briefings for saying, oh, we believe in Sanchez because his run-in was so good. He saved us 9 points. Do you know how many points he lost me? Do you know how many points he lost me for if you want to talk about how many points he won? He had like 2 good games. He was good against fucking Everton. He was good against Bournemouth. And those are the only man of the match worthy performances that he had. What about the games he cost us? What about Liverpool away when he was too late to the second goal? What about Arsenal at home where he let Martinelli score from the byline? What about having the most errors leading to a goal in the Premier League? What about having the most shots leading to a goal in the Premier League? Is that all ignored because he had a nice little run-in? The same run-in that Pochettino had last season, and you still sacked him because everything before that part weren't good. But a man like Robert Sanchez, he can get by off a shitty little run-in, and he's meant to be my number 1 goalkeeper going into the Club World Cup. Are you taking the piss? Oh, no, wait. We know why. It's because Petrovic has links to West Ham and like 5 other different European clubs, and he's got a new pay rise in his contract that you kind of want to get off the books. And because of how good his season was at Strasbourg, he's probably the easiest one to offload out of all of them. This whole week has shown how unserious we are because the briefings that we have got for over the last couple of weeks have all been contradictory. This summer, all 4 of our goalkeepers are going to get given the chance to impress. The best ones already being put up for sale. Mike Mignon, if we get Champions League, it's going to allow us to bring in transfers to strengthen the team. You have a goalkeeper, experienced goalkeeper that fits our wage structure. You don't even want to go in for him. All of this has been waffle left, right, and fucking center. And I'm meant to believe that we're serious. I said once we get top 4, we're going to know how serious our owners and our directors are about turning that into us contending for league titles. What I've seen in the last couple of weeks, not serious. Because Mike Mignon, you've already decided we're going to walk away from the table if we don't get him in by Tuesday. And now Fabrizio's reporting that we're not looking at him anymore. So now what? Sanchez again in season 3. And I'm meant to believe we're in a title race because next season I want a title race. I don't want a top 4 race. But I already said from last season, if it's Robert Sanchez in goal, I'm not winning no league with him. Who's winning a league title with Robert Sanchez unless you have a literal world 11 in front of him? And even then, he still might only be good enough for second. What's the point? What is the fucking point? But this is our club over the last couple of months, guys. This is our fucking institution. CWEC tax is a problem for players above 25, but if you're under 25, we'll throw the bag at you because you have resale value.
Is that real?
Right.
Is that real? This Club World Cup tax?
No, it's like a figment of like, you know how the windows open just before the Club World Cup and all of that. Teams are in a rush to bring in new players, so the selling club is raising the prices just a little bit more. But even then, it's like 25, 30 million for Mignon. If I told you, right, end of the season, that Mike Mignon is available for 30 million, who's saying no? Who's saying no?
No, I'm joking.
No one's saying no. But because he's got a year left on his deal, we need to be smart. Why are we going to let ourselves get bullied in the market by AC Milan? Get the fucking money. 30 million for one of the best players in their position, and we're talking about negotiating and trying to get it down as much as possible. All for a goalkeeper that now we're trying to sell. This is so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. I was gassed for the Club World Cup too. I was so fucking gassed for it. Now we got to do this all with Robert Sanchez in goal, and I'm meant to believe. All right. Any of you guys got any thoughts on my fucking embarrassing institution, or what are we saying?
I would love to know the logic of refusing to pay for a goalkeeper after a competition just because you didn't want to pay for them just before the competition. I don't get that. Surely you just go back in for him. Like, that's just basic logic to me. Like, especially if you're gonna lose one of the goalkeepers that's at your club. It's quite simple, really. It's not like you man are in a position where you need to sell to buy anyway. So even when you do sell, you need to replace. And we've all seen Sanchez last season. Cool, he can play well in streaks. And when I mean streaks, I mean like 2 games in a row or whatever. But overall, this guy is a terrible goalkeeper. Literally one of the most needed players that needs to be upgraded in the Chelsea starting 11, in my opinion. And the fact that you went after Mike Mignon, I haven't watched him over the past year or two, but when I used to watch him a couple of years ago, he looked good. I haven't seen what he's like over the past couple of years, but regardless
all
of
AC Milan fans have said is his ability hasn't dropped. Like, AC Milan as a whole has dropped, and his goals conceded would be impacted as a part of it. Even the injury issues that people would bring up with him, he only missed 1 game last season, started 37. So as far as I'm concerned, he's beaten those injury issues.
Yeah, so common sense would give to the fact that you sign Mignon and maybe keep Jorgensen as a backup. I don't know.
Do you think you're going down the Arsenal route of like top 4 and vibes, bro? Because I'll be real, you just won a European trophy, yeah. Albeit it's a who cares about that? Who cares about that trophy? But bro, 30 million for a top goalkeeper. Let's have it right. How many top goalkeepers in Europe are there that are available for a cutthroat price like that? There's not many. What is bro? Is this the same Chelsea that spent nearly 1.5, however many million on their fucking squad, bro? £1 billion on their squad, and you don't want to pay 30 million pounds for a top goalkeeper? Yes, I know it
weren't even 30. Sorry, it was 20. Sorry, they wanted 20.
We weren't willing to go above 12. You taking Levy from us? Because if you have, keep him. You know, like that. No, I'm serious. This is a Levy deal.
Yeah.
Out here, right? You have to haggle prices. This is coming like a Mexican street market. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to sell you something for 5,000 pesos. You have to argue it down. You know what I'm saying? You got to argue the price down. But I thought this was a no-brainer. Like I thought when I saw the link, I thought this would have been
same. It's like if they got this move done, I would have been able to say, like, look, they want to stick to their model and win by that model. But they have now shown to me that if there is a good enough market opportunity that directly improves the squad immediately, they will take it. And that gives me a lot more confidence for the future of Chelsea fans as a whole. They didn't even want to spend 20 million on a proven goalkeeper because of CWC tax. Meanwhile, they're raising their fees for fucking Jamie Gittins from 30 million to about 45 in the space of a day. And he's not proven at all. He don't even start for Dortmund anymore because he don't fit their system. And we're letting ourselves get bullied by them instead, but we're not going to get bullied by AC Milan. Like, the fuck?
You know what?
Say it's not the Roman. I'm not asking to spend 70 million on a new goalkeeper. It's 20 mil. It's not a Roman era thing. Even the stuff on Petrovic wants to leave and everything. No, Petrovic wants to be a guaranteed starter. Guess what? He deserves it. Robert Sanchez is his competition. That by default means he deserves it. He outperformed Robert Sanchez under Poch, and he still didn't look good enough for Chelsea. Left, learned how to play out the back, became the best goalkeeper in the French league. Won, Won player of the season for Strasbourg, our sister club. The club that we send players to go to develop and get better. He won that over the likes of Andre Santos. And what's your reward? You're not going to start. You're not going to start. Sorry. The fuck?
I would understand in the negotiations if you guys were like, because he's on 1 year left, where even after the Club World Cup, you would keep trying to negotiate the price down because they don't have much leverage in this because of his 1 year left. But the fact that you've left it until the Club World Cup to then not go back in for him is remarkable in itself. It's just not. I just don't understand that logic. Like I feel like even then, even if you was to negotiate after the Club World Cup, we know what your sporting directors are like by now. They're not the kind of like directors to be like, well, they know he has 1 year left, so we're gonna like try and bully them instead. This could even be a deal, by the way. Like hypothetically, you could have ran down to the end of the window and could have been like, this is our last price. You're gonna get money for him, or he's running down his contract. Simple as that. And at least you would have still got the guy. But you're not even doing that. You just left it to a deadline that's only lasted 2 weeks. The season didn't end
they're
that long
talking
ago.
about potentially going back in January for a pre-contract, and like, I don't care about January. I want him in for this season. People talking about, oh, but we could get him for a free for next season. What if we're not even in Champions League next season? Then what? Because one of the biggest selling points is that we're in UCL and they're not. We tried to go in for Mignon 2 years ago. What did he say? You're not in Europe. Milan is. I'm not joining you. Now it's in reverse.
You are moving like Arsenal.
Embarrassing. Sorry, Northside.
No, I'm just saying you are moving very Arsenal-esque. You know, wait till the summer. The summer comes. Wait till January. January comes. Wait till the summer again. You know what I'm saying? Wait till the summer. We didn't want to overpay. It's all bullshit. How do you know you may not overpay? Guess what? You may miss out on the player. We've missed out on players because we always drag our feet. You know what I mean? In deals, like we could have got Rafinha over the line. We didn't move fast enough. We could have got Buendia. Didn't move fast enough. Could have got Isak. Didn't move fast enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Now we're not moving fast enough for Gyökeres. By the time that, you know, if we don't get Sesko, I bet we'll turn around for Gyökeres. Next thing you know, he's gone United or he's gone here, he's gone there. There is no time in football. The time is now. You cannot predict what your rivals are going to do. You don't know how much money they're willing to put down. And this is the thing, yeah. Liverpool always do, you know, they like to get their business done early because they don't like to enter bidding wars. The best way to not enter a bidding war, get the shit done before the window opens. Know how much the agent wants. Know how much the player wants. Know how much the club wants. Know if the player is even interested. How about that? Because people seem to, I don't know, for the Arsenal fans anyway, they seem to think that business and knowing how much players want and what business you want to get done is when the window opens. Probably about half of the business is done before that. You will be talking to the agents. You will be talking to, seeing if he's even. For example, there's no point triggering a release clause if the player's already said, I'm not interested in the project. So you have to know if the player's even interested in coming to your club. Otherwise, it's a waste of time. And we know that a lot of these clubs love to save face. They love to make it seem like they haven't been rejected yet, because obviously it makes them look bad, innit? So do your due diligence in either getting the main player over the line or being swift in going and getting the other option over the line. The best way to stop the rumors, the best way to stop discontent around the fan base, go and get the other player over the line. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Arsenal are going in for Mbeumo as an example. Okay, cool. If Mbeumo, for whatever reason, doesn't want to join Arsenal, go get me Lookman. Go get me Lookman then. Yep. Then I can say, okay, well, do you know what? We're not going to get every target that we want, but at least the club is moving swiftly in terms of, okay, a player doesn't want it. Look at Man City, bro. Verts don't want to come, no problem. We'll go do business somewhere else. We can't get them all. You know what I'm saying? That's what fans want to see. They want to see the club be proactive. You're not going to get all the players that you want, but you want to see your club at least be able to identify the weaknesses and address those players quickly and swiftly. I don't really
see what
understand.
Done this year in general. Marmoush, they brought in Kuzanov, they brought in Victor Rice, they brought in Ait Nouri, they brought in Cherky. There's probably even another name that I've forgotten in between all of that. Well. Reinders, there you are. Off AC Milan as well.
What? Wait, stop. Wait. They got Cherky.
Oh, brother, yeah. You ain't been keeping track for weeks. Yeah, they got Cherky announced, they've got Ait Nouri, and they've got Reinders.
You had too many churros, bruv.
Yeah, mate, bro. Meanwhile, you know what we're doing? 20 mil for Mignon? Nah.
No,
don't need that.
Turkey. Fucking hell, that's pissed me off now. That's actually ruined my mood. Fucking hell. Spoiled.
This is the difference between a serious club and a club that's taking the fucking piss.
Yeah, their owner literally came out.
I'm saying, but Chelsea don't need help in those positions. I'm not saying that they have areas they need to improve and they've gone and improved it. What are we doing with subtracting from it?
The difference is between them and everyone else is their owner came out last week and does the end of thing interview that he always does and was like, yeah, we're strengthening before the Club World Cup. And then he backs it up. Even when there's like limited time. They get deals done quick. You can see Man City and Liverpool have the intention to try and retain the league or whatever, try and win the league. Everyone else is just like, yeah, we'll do what we want, mate.
Mate, this is why I think, yeah, and the chat can correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Please correct me if I'm wrong, in fact. But I always say that the window's open before the window's open. You just have to have to get shit done. Because there's no way the window can open and then within a couple weeks, there's teams that are bang, deals are done. Yeah. And then you see the likes of Chelsea haggling over 25 million for a goalkeeper. You've got, these lot talking about 100 million for Benjamin Sesko, you know what I'm saying? One Pez striker, Pro Evolution Soccer baller, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, it screams of mediocrity and just, oh, poor me. It's almost like you guys are getting your excuses ready for when the season starts and you ain't spent money properly. It's like, oh, well, look at the window, look at the window. It's so hard. You have to find the right opportunity in the market. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's like you're turning into a motorway, man. You got to find the right time to make the right deal. It's like, shut up, bro. You've got money. Mm-hmm. You're fucking you're billionaires. Just spend the money and sort out the problems. Shut up. I don't want to hear nothing. Every time it's just the fact that, and I already hate Chelsea because to me, no offense to this, but you lot are some rich. You guys are some rich bastards. You know what I'm saying? You beat my club every season. Yeah. You ended my title hopes. You've stolen cups away from us numerous times. And you have money and don't use it properly and then complain about it. I hate you lot. So why? Why? This is not fair. Like, if you don't want the keeper, cool. We can fuck off Vicario and go get this guy.
Surprised you haven't, to be honest.
Oh, I'm not.
Really surprised you haven't. If there's one team in the Champions League that actually could do with a goalkeeper, it would be you guys. Because I look at it like most of the big teams, they don't need a goalkeeper. That's why it's been a free run for us. It's only United who can't give him Europe either. So he won't go. If you lot came in, shit. Also, imagine we get hijacked by Tottenham.
He's got a 40 points minimum requirement. I'm sure he's got a 40 points minimum requirement. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got 40 points, we can't. There's a requirement for these things. You know what I'm saying? We didn't touch 40 points. We don't have the privilege to hijack no one. You know what I'm saying? We need to hijack some places up the table. That's
when clubs move dumb enough to get hijacked, it leaves the option open, innit? And we're leaving ourselves open to get hijacked. It's like Osimhen last summer. I kept saying, I'm surprised clubs haven't tried to hijack us yet. It was only Saudi that did, and then his agent fucked it for them.
On the level with the big boys, well, listen, why for that, innit? Car, I don't know about no big boys and them things there. You're moving your guy mad, broski. That's a red card. You know what I'm saying? Ref, do something. But hey, listen, respect.
They're in the Champions League, innit? They can offer that to him and good wages, and still living in London just like we can.
And if you guys are the big boys and you're getting rejected, or you know what I'm saying,
we're not even being rejected. We're just
turning
away
bids. I don't know what to say. Like, that's not.
We don't want to pay the money. Mignon is pushing for the move. He said he's not re-signing. He said he'll leave on a free next season if they don't sell him, and he's already agreed personal terms. Everything is sorted but the transfer fee, and they walked away off the back of 8 million. They are fucking idiots. All that to then not even bring our best goalkeeper for the Club World Cup after using him as the copium PR that they were dropping earlier yesterday morning. It's pathetic. And then the people still defending this garbage.
It's like the fit girl is like trying to move to you, and you're just literally like, "No, I'd rather go for the slag next door, bruv."
Like, this is what you're doing, the fridge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, the stocky ones.
Let me give him some time. I'll put him on a diet or something. Give it 6 months. It'll look even better.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
That's what we're trying to do.
You're trying to trust the process with a crackhead.
Trust me, this one's different.
Yeah, I can change her.
No, that is the process. We'll just give them crack and hopefully it slims them down. That's the process.
Just feeding the habit.
Fucking joke, man. This club is a piss take, bruv. Fucking piss take. Big up Boris saying Levy would even pay the 30 million for Mignon. It's 20 million, bro. It's not even 30. It's 20 million pounds.
I disagree, but he's right. I don't even want to agree, but he's right. We spent 40 on Archie Gray. Like, well,
you hijacked Archie Gray. You would actually hijack this if you had the chance. Like, Archie Gray was going to Brentford, by the way, and you hijacked that, so you could hijack this.
They have the chance. It's right there. Like, if anything, I'd be surprised you lot haven't gone for him. The more I think about it, this would also be a great thing for Levy PR wise as well. We stole Mignon from Chelsea. Yeah, look at us. We turned the corner. We've won a trophy. We stole Mignon from Chelsea. That'll be good PR for him. I'm surprised he hasn't done it.
Is that bad keeper, isn't it? They got that.
You might think Vicario is good still.
You can send Vicario the other way. They need a goalkeeper.
Your club still thinks Vicario is good still. That's the problem.
I see. Well.
Pacharo saying Poch is helping Mexico be kings of CONCACAF again.
Viva Mexico.
Yeah, big up Switzerland as well, man. Big up Pacharo.
Why
are more teams not? Because most teams already have a starting goalkeeper in the long term. We don't. And I'm not counting that bold prick as a goalkeeper. Thank you for the run-in. It's time to leave. Piss off. Get out of here, bro. Get out. Get the fuck out, bruv. I do not want to see this guy as my number one next season. If I see him starting in goal, I'm going to lose my head. Fuck all of that, bro.
Hey, Lewis, I think you should meet him in a car park, personally. You know what I'm saying?
No, I won't even be in the car park. I'll be streaming. I ain't watching that. I'm good. And the motherfuckers up my season ticket price again for this shit. I ain't gonna fucking piss, bro. 15% increase in the last 2 years for this garbage. You can't even fucking increase your bid by 8 million for a fucking goalkeeper that's gonna improve us levels. Dickheads. Absolute dickheads.
But don't panic. That's what my fan base say, Lewis. Don't panic. They're still early in the window.
Yep, that's what they told me until Petrovic weren't part of the squad. Now everyone's panicking. Now they're all panicking.
Hey, that's how Arsenal fans talk as well. It's still early in the window. That's how they talk.
Man.
Yesterday night was the first time I was so angry. I just thought, fuck this, I'm going live. Fuck this. Taking him out of the squad. Fuck all of this shit, man. Bullshit. Big up Hassan for the raid, man. Big up. Everyone's favorite fraud. Appreciate it. What was I gonna say? Yeah, let's just move away from Chelsea.
LB raid as well, by the way.
Oh, is it LB as well? I think they're on the same show together. Yeah, they were. I big up LB, big up Hassan, big up Wolfie, big up all the guys. Big up for the raid. Jay, busy couple weeks at Tottenham. Ange sacked, first off. Thomas Frank got the here we go yesterday. How are you feeling about the changes of the last couple of weeks? Because there's been a lot of varying feelings about whether it was the right time to sack Ange, whether it was too harsh, whether it was deserved, whether Thomas Frank is even the correct upgrade because he's not really proven like that. I had that conversation with Jacob on Monday. So how do you feel about the whole situation as a whole?
Oh, he's not proven. Well, let me tell you something. Ange proved that he can't get 40 points in the league. How about that? How about that? Ange proved that he was willing to throw away the league in order to chase this one trophy, and he still couldn't keep his job. So you know what? I ain't gonna complain. Listen. I've been trying to keep away from Tottenham, you know what I'm saying? But I just keep going back, you know what I'm saying? I keep going back. I tried to stay away from, while I'm out here, I said I'm going to just enjoy it. Then I went on Instagram and I see that they decided to relieve Ange of his duties and whatnot. And I was just confused. Like, why stick with him when we were drowning in the table? Because, look, I'm not sitting there saying that, if sacking Ange would have meant that we still would have won the Europa League. And I'm also not saying that we wouldn't have won it. But I'm saying there was the right time to sack him, yeah, when you should have sacked him, because you could have saved our season and left with a trophy. We could have saved our season and left with a trophy. But what do? You decide to wait until the end of the season, sack the guy after he's just... And you see this season 3 speech, yeah? This is why they say don't gamble all your aura at once. Because Ange's in an aura deficit right now. You know what I'm saying? He gave that big speech up on the trophy and up on the trophy parade, and 3 weeks later, he's out of a job. You know what I'm saying? You got the Australian fans calling, "Oh, this is why. Oh, I'm so glad that Ange is gone and I can stop following this club because they're just a miserable bunch of gits." Shut up. Go and watch your Kangaroos kickball then. How about that, fam? Do you know what I'm saying? When was the last time Australia did nothing in the World Cup? Since you want to talk about my club, let's talk about your national team. I'm sick of it, bro. I'm sick of these Ange lovers, yeah? Like, they can't separate the emotion. He was always meant to get sacked anyways, yeah? So let's not sit here and act like, it's the end of the world now. You know, the club's over. They're a miserable bunch of losers. This is why they'll always be in turmoil. And guess what? My team lifted a European trophy. I've been here. I've been watching this. I've been going through the mud. You started supporting Tottenham because this Aussie bastard was at my football club. Yeah, this guy that was fighting with fans, yeah, fighting with pundits, all of that shit was at my football club, and that's the reason why they started supporting him. So now that he's gone, they can fuck off as well. Disrespectfully, there's no respect here. Fuck off, because you want to disrespect my... And you know what? I'm not even mad that they sacked Ange, but I'm more angry at the reaction that it's got. Because why are we... Like, I get it. Like, you can sit here and say he should have been done earlier, or he's won a trophy, he deserves another season and rare tear, or Thomas Frank's not a better manager than Ange. Well, hold on. How many points did Frank finish above Ange this season just gone? How many points? But okay then. That's what I fucking thought.
How many?
That's points? What I fucking thought. So give the guy a chance, because the same way when everyone was warning us about Ange, this kamikaze football is 10
For the record,
games in.
it was an 18-point difference.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Do you know what I'm saying? 18-point difference.
And they only finished 10th.
They finished 7 places above us. Yeah. 18-point difference. And you want this manager to carry us into the Champions League, bro. Oh my God. If he sacrificed the league to win the Europa League, I hate to think what he'd do to win the Champions League. We might go down 2 leagues in one season. We might get relegated twice in one season.
You won't get the grace of a garbage like group as well or anything like that. Because
we'll have Millwall.
Millwall
are going to be giving us a guard of honor next season. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no. People need to get their head out of the sand, man. Honest to God, bro. Thomas Frank is not a bad manager, albeit he's not a fancy household name, yeah? But let me ask you something, and this is genuine. If you like guys, I think you should just say that. Like, if you like men, just say you like men. Because why does the name have to be fancy? What is it? Because it doesn't end in a Koglu or a Fernandez or a Shami or a Alonso or all of these fancy names that is like, do you get me? We are in a phase right now, yeah, where we need to build in it. We need to start again. We have to start again. I believe that Thomas Frank is the manager before the manager. I don't think he's being brought in here to carry us to winning titles and all of that. I just thought he was brought back in to steady the ship because, let's have it right, Daniel Levy's finances took a mad hit. You can't finish 17th in the table after consistently finishing between 7th and 4th and not think, that the finances aren't going to take a hit. And I guarantee you that's the only reason why Levy said, you know what, you're hurting my pockets. You're hurting my pockets. The way it's not about the way we're talking about him is that we think he's the next big thing. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just that your small brain can't process and understand that fans are allowed to be excited about a new manager. Do you know what I'm saying? Furthermore, you've got a picture of a manager as your YouTube name is after a manager. Is Inzaghi the next greatest thing? Didn't he just leave in Milan for the bag? Didn't he just bottle the Champions League final to a team that have never won a Champions League ever? But you're sitting here sucking him off. So why can't the Tottenham fans be excited about Thomas Frank? Why? Give me one reason why. You can't. Because the system that he plays suits all of these players way better than the system Anchad. Because none of these players can take a touch to save their life. My nan's first touch is better than Johnson's first touch. Do you know what I'm saying? None of these players can play this fast, progressive, attacking football. They can't do it. So go back to basics, strip it down, go back to basics. The problem is too many clubs don't want to go back to basics. They don't want to do the basic things. And that's how you end up in a position that we ended up in and that United ended up in. Just do the basics. Thomas Frank
just fell in love with him way too early. That's what happened. That's what really happened.
And we're
also like, because you lot are so starved of trophies, that didn't help.
Yeah, see, look, and Lewis, you see stuff like this. Yeah, I'm gonna cook this. I'm gonna cook this pussy or I'm sorry. I'm gonna cook this pussy or he will get you playing inferior football. So what did Conte have us playing? What did Jose Mourinho have us playing? Is Conte a better manager than Thomas Frank? You see what I'm saying? Did Conte finish mid-table? Because he finished 4th, then got sacked whilst he was in 4th. So it's just not making sense. You're talking shit. Brush your teeth. It stinks. It smells ill. PU, ill. Brush your teeth, fam. No, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
Brother,
I'm not having no one, come and sit here and try and talk like they know what's best for my football club. Do you know what I'm saying? I ain't having it. I know what's best for my football club. And I think this is a good appointment. Do you know what I'm saying? I think he'll stay here for a season and a half, 2 seasons, and then they will look to go and bring in that Conte-esque manager.
So like the Ranieri before you get your Mourinho. I hear it, man.
I don't think your club don't move like that, though.
No, but they do, though. They do.
No, but not get the big. No, but they don't have a plan to like win leagues and shit. Like where they have a
Of
man
course
before
not.
the
Of
man.
course not. But there's more than the Premier League to win. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, look, you're right. They don't. I don't think Levy cares about winning trophies like that. However, the fact that we've just won this, I don't think people think this takes the pressure off Levy. No. It puts more on because we have to follow this up now. We have to follow this up now. I don't know about you, yeah, but I'm not a one and done type of guy. I'm not a one night stand type of guy, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not into the one night stands.
No comment.
Do you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, I'm just being real, bro. So if you think I'm just going to win a Europa League and then go another 10, 15 years without winning a trophy, you're mad. You're insane. You're smoking crack. And I want you to know, yeah, that I'm not having it. Okay? This football club need to go out there this summer and go and get this manager the tools to get the job done. Don't talk to me about no fucking João Pedro, bro. Yeah? Don't go and bring me that flipping drill rapper looking Richard. He's just a drill version of Richarlison, bro. Doing up, throwing up gang signs and shit. He's not even good. Why can't we sign a striker that scores more than 10 goals a season? Why?
For fuck's sake.
Why? That doesn't make any
He got
sense.
14, to be fair. That was accurate.
Oh, one trophy in 17 years is insane. Yeah. Brother, didn't you just get rejected again by another footballer? You know what I'm saying? You man are the fat thing in the club that can't get nothing. You ain't getting nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh, where's my hug? Where's my hug? Oh, where's my hug? Where's my hug? Some dickheads. I'm not having it. Anyone that wants to send for my team, line them up. I'm cooking all of you. It's different. I told you, I'm European royalty. Chat to me nice, bro. Talk to me nice when you talk about my club. Don't forget, yeah, what happened a couple weeks ago. Don't forget, oh, it's only the Europa League. Well, show me your medal then, bitch. Show me your medal then, bitch. I'm not being nice no more. The nice J is gone. You know what I'm saying? The celebrations is over. It's over. You fuck with my club, I'm gonna cook you.
It's going to be even nastier if he wins the trophy in his first game.
Whew.
I swear the Super Cup's before the start of the season.
Let me win that Super Cup. Oh, brother. I'm rattled. Doobie-doobie-doo. Where are you? We got... sorry. Caicedo. What's the... Lavia.
Enzo.
Zubamendi. Enzo Fernandez. Should we continue?
Don't forget Bellingham. There's Bellingham.
Jude.
What else? Who else rejected them?
I don't get why Spurs fans are obsessed with mid. What are we obsessed with? The mid manager got sacked, and I don't give a shit. So what am I obsessed with? And I'm not obsessed with Thomas Frank because again, why for that? I'm a big man. I don't obsess over men. That might be something that you do in your spare time. Hence why you've got another manager profile picture and you're named after another man. But I don't swing that way, brother. Do you know what I'm saying? Too many. Oh, look, the chat's even helping us. You know what I'm saying? it means more. It means more. So
Fucking hell.
If I was you, yeah, just worry about your club and I'll worry about mine. Because I know that in August 13th, when we lift that Super Cup, make sure you lot are here. Make sure you're here to give me all this talk. Yeah, come and show me your Premier League. Yeah, when we win the Super Cup, because I'll tell you straight to your face, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And you're telling me find shame? Find shame? What do you mean find shame? You have another manager profile picture. You're the definition of shameless.
Oh, fucking hell. Fata's got the date and everything. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy. Well, to be fair, at least Thomas Frank can win at the bridge. He won 3 in a row there.
Listen, man. I don't get it. Do you man think Thomas Frank is a bad appointment? Like for Spurs, in the position that we're in, we're 17th, yeah? We're going to struggle to pull in serious players. Like
I think everything went the right way. Like, Ange got the perfect farewell. If this went to next season, he would have had the Ten Hag farewell where the trophy means nothing and the league started terribly. He's got given the perfect farewell because now no one's going to care that you finished 17th. Man left with a trophy. Off you go into the sunset. Peace.
Off
You're
I
now
go-
a Tottenham great.
Off I go to Venice. You know what I'm saying? Off I go to Venice to get a boat to Udinese to watch my team in the Super Cup. How about that?
Mhm.
How about that? Do you know what I'm saying? Certain guys can't say that. And if anyone can give
I
me
do wish we
one
could have a
valid
playoff
reason-
for that spot, though.
Hey man, what can I say, man?
It was
What
only
can
fair.
I say, man?
It's only
And
fair.
Lewis,
Well,
you know
we
what it
won
is?
as well. We
You know-
deserve a reward.
Hey, listen, if that's the case, I deserve the fucking playoff 2 years ago, mate. So allow
Hey,
it.
no.
I'm
we're
not saying you
doing
didn't.
this.
I'm
We're
not
not
saying
doing
you
this.
didn't.
Because
Right,
that's
could
the
have
case,
had it.
I didn't get one, you don't get
Arsenal
one.
should have
Simple.
titles.
I just think like Conference League versus Europa, winner faces the Champions League winner. I
That
think it's
makes-
only fair.
That works though. That does make sense. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But my
Yeah.
question is this, yeah. I got a genuine question for the panel and for the chat. Can anyone actually give me one valid reason why Thomas Frank is a poor appointment? And then name another manager that you think would up and join Tottenham. I guarantee you, no one can answer that fucking question. Do you know why?
The only manager that I think
Listen.
maybe you could have tried to prize away that could have maybe worked
Glasner.
was Glasner. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bar
that's
that.
it.
He said
Don't have
no.
anyone.
He said no.
Oh, we rejected. Okay, well, there you are.
No, because he's taken Palace into the. They won the FA Cup, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're in the Europa League now, no?
It's still not sure yet. Multi-club ownership BS.
They're okay. Fair enough.
They
Then.
could be
But-
getting kicked out of Europe in general because if they go down to the Conference League, they got another multi-club problem with a team in there. So they might just get kicked out of Europe in general and Brighton take their spot, which is nuts. That's fucking nuts. But hey, losing your only European spot in history to your rivals, I'd hate this world.
And can I just say something as well, Lewis? Yeah, before I jet out on that. I ain't even trying to send for no one's team and whatnot, bro. But you Liverpool fans, this is why everyone calls your fan base disgusting pigs. Because you forced this. We're not even your fucking rivals, bro. You forced a rivalry with Man City, and they don't fucking care about you. Yeah. You tried to force the rivalry with Arsenal, and they don't even really care about you. Even though we all laugh at Arsenal, let's be real, we all laugh at them. Your rivals are Everton, bro. That's your rivals, and United. So have this energy for them. Why are you coming here with your bitter energy at a Tottenham fan? Since my club is such a tin pot club, why do you have so much energy for my football club? I'll tell you why. It's because I know you sat there with your little hard-ons gas because Jay, the Hotspur Cave, read your comment. What can I say though, man? European glory and all of them things. Hey, it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me just dust off my shoulders. So I will enjoy the rest of my holiday in Mexico. And then when I come back from Mexico, I'm going to enjoy, doing a 5-hour stream, cooking every single one of you pussios in the chat because I've got someone screen recording all of your names right now, and I'm going to put them on the chat, and I'm going to cook you one by one. Thank you very much.
I look forward to it.
And by the way, Liverpool, we gave you a free route to the final when you got fucked by Newcastle. We gave you a free route to the final when you got fucked by Newcastle. Just remember that, innit? We actually done you a favor. We done you a favor and you got fucked by Newcastle. Just remember that, innit? Don't forget. It one of these ones. It was one of these ones.
Oh, Isak, I hope one day he's Chelsea, bruv.
What can I say, man? And this is it's not personal, innit? But I don't like when people can't come with proper football conversation when they talk about my football club. It's always, you don't win trophies. First trophy in 17 years and look how gassed they are. Well, no fucking shit, Sherlock. Go tell the Newcastle fans, don't be gassed. Go and tell the Palace fans, they're not allowed to be gassed, bro. Go and tell the Bologna fans that they can't be gassed. Or go and tell the Go-Ahead Eagle fans, they can't be gassed as well. Why is Tottenham the only fan base who aren't allowed to be happy and allowed to have a little bit of chest about their football club?
You can be gassed, but you shouldn't be gassed enough to be talking crud about PSG because they're gonna cook you, bro.
Hey, Northside. Hey, remember, we're not the red side of North London, innit? You know what I'm saying? We've never lost to PSG because we've never played.
I was about to ask that.
This guy. I was gonna say, fam.
cool.
Oh, like, when you not been in the same European trophy tournament, that's nuts.
Oh man.
No problem, innit? No problem. So there's no excuses in it if you don't win, innit?
Hey, listen, there's no excuses if we don't win. I don't make excuses when we don't win. You guys know me. I'm the first one to put my hand up and say I got it wrong. Have I ever sat here and tried to make an excuse about losing a game? Never. For the whole time we've been doing this show, I've never came on here once, yeah, and tried to make excuses for shit. I say it how I see it.
Yeah,
and
but
how I
you're
see
doing
it
too
is
much about the PSG thing. I can't even.
no.
Look at.
I'm just
I would say
confident.
he's got a better chance with Frank than Ange.
Nah,
I'm just
Lewis, nah.
I'm
bro.
just confident.
That Ange high line against PSG, they're holding 8.
comfortably.
We're holding 12, Lewis. You don't
No,
understand.
I know, but even if it's like not by much, I still think they got a better chance with Frank, just because he'll be more defensively minded. That
I
by
wanna know
itself
what
will give him a
everyone's
bit more.
Hey, Northside, remember you said we was going to lose to United in the final, yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? I will
but that
comment.
was more down to United heritage than how good the team is. This PSG team is actually that good. Do you know what I'm saying? So
I'm not saying
your
that they're not good, but
defense,
it's 90
bro.
minutes of football. Anything can happen.
Hey Jay, I can't
Anything
tell
can
you.
happen.
Anything
Hey,
can happen.
Jay,
Anything can
knows?
happen.
Jay, on one hand, you're trying to like hide it behind because I know what you're like here. You do the whole shameless things like we're losing, and then you'll say it again, bruv. Like I can't tell what you're doing, bruv, when it comes to
Listen,
this.
man, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Do you know what I'm saying? Look how rattled, Lewis, look how rattled your chat is. You know what I'm saying? Look how rattled your chat is, bro. Look how
It's because we got
rattled
the Hassam raid, so you got bare Liverpool fans in here.
Oh, that's why it makes sense. It makes
Yep,
sense. It
that's
makes
it.
sense. It makes sense, man. Yalla. Come on, man. Just chill, bro. It's not that deep, bro. You get me?
You're the one that needs to chill. You're getting
I don't
over
need to
excited over
chill.
beating Man
They
United
started
compared
it
to
with
PSG,
me.
bro.
They started.
Yeah,
Why the fuck is a Liverpool fan starting talking shit to me like I'm their fucking rivals, bro? I'm not your rivals. Focus. Don't you have bigger fish to fry? Aren't you a Premier League champion? Go and fucking focus on other shit. Go and have this energy for your fucking owners, bro. Stop having this energy for everyone else. You fucking mutant weirdos. Stop having this energy for this random black guy that you've never met before. You don't know. You're probably not even fucking subscribed to me, yeah? You don't know me from anywhere, but you got all the energy. And look, the Chelsea fans in the chat, I can understand, yeah, why, you know what I'm saying? I can get that. There's hate there. It's even Arsenal fans. Even Arsenal fans, bro. I can get that. There's hate there. There's hate there, bro. Do you get me? But I'm sitting here saying, unless you can give me one good reason, yeah, you can't. No one in the chat has named a better manager that we could have possibly brought in, and no one else has named one reason why Thomas Frank will fail at Tottenham. They can't do it. They can't do it, bro.
No, the reason I think he can fail at your club is because your ownership ain't changed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like your ownership, that's why you're talking about is how we bounce, like how you guys build upon this. Like, deep down, you know that your ownership never put down the money and the structure to actually win stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
When you got to the Champions League final, it wasn't because they gave the funds and they were actually trying all they could to do.
It was in spite of Levy. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
you won
right.
the Europa League, but it wasn't like you built a team that was ready to compete and ready to, you know what I mean? And had the players ready and available. Do you know what I'm saying? You had a couple of injuries. You guys had the better game plan against a Man United. Cool. You can only beat who you can beat on the day. But had you come across a stronger team, a proper team, it probably wouldn't have worked out for you. But it is what it is. You won it. But let's not go on like Tottenham's built to win trophies in general. Like your ownership got lucky. Let's be real, bro. Like your ownership got lucky. Cool. And you know what I mean? You got to respect the fact that Ange, he said, listen, I'm going to win. I don't care about this Tottenham team. I'm going to win. But Ange won despite of Levy, not because of Levy. Do you get what I'm saying? And you're still left with Levy. Ange is gone, but you're still left with Levy, bro. So that's what I'm saying.
Look, I just find it funny how they ignore everything I said about how the club do need to go out there and make the right signings and go and show some. They ignored all of that, you know. When I said I don't want the João Pedro links, I want to go out there and show some ambition so that we can build on this success and go and slap PSG, yeah, which is actually what I said. And you can go back and fucking watch it as well. Yeah, for you dumb fucks that join late. Excuse my French. Yeah. I literally said, we have to build upon this so we can go and beat them. So I'm not fucking, there's nothing wrong with sitting here and demanding that my football club have ambition.
Yeah,
We've just
better
ended
not
a
fall off like
17-year
West Ham.
trophy, Joe. I'm demanding that my team
fall
have
off like
ambition.
West Ham. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and not just West Ham, Arsenal as well. I've seen Arsenal win FA Cups, and never be good enough to push on and win majors. Do you know what I'm saying? To eventually not even win FA Cup. So a trophy is great, but it doesn't always mean that your club is ready to push on if they don't move correctly. Like Mike knows that. Mike knows that his club could have went to another level after winning the Conference League, but then they didn't move serious.
The amount of trophies that we have failed to build on in the Roman era. Last 2 league titles, last Champions League. At least the first Champions League we brought in.
These are all fucking things that you can learn from. Look at clubs around you. Look at the clubs around you that have failed to build on their success.
Yep.
All I'm asking
when's Levy learned though? That's the thing though. Like,
well,
he's
we
had a
don't
long
know.
time to
The
learn.
window's just open.
When's Levy even had success to build on?
We don't need, bro. Well, listen, yeah. If Levy hadn't learned, I'll tell you what Levy would have done. Yeah, he would have kept Ange. He would have kept him. He would have said, "Okay, you brought us a trophy. Now I've got the fans off my back." Yeah, that banner that says 16 or 24 years, 16 managers or 17 managers now. Yeah, and 1 trophy. Oh, they've added another trophy. Do you know what I'm saying?
I would have said that if he didn't sack him for that though. He sacked him because of the league position. We've addressed this earlier.
Oh, no, but I know that, Mike. That's my point though. I'm saying if Levy weren't serious, bro, yeah, bro, he would have kept Ange Postecoglou because he would have thought that and I'm not defending Levy, by the way. I fucking hate the guy. Do you know what I'm saying? But bro, the old Levy would have kept this bum until 10 games into next season, yeah? And then when we're sat 12th in the table after the first 10 games, then he would have said, all right, now we sack him.
But you know what my point is, though? Like, it's not like he's, like, for example, he sacked him because Spurs are going to push on now and build on a trophy. They sacked him because he's not going to get top 4. Like, you know what I mean? Like, with like what I feel like with Thomas Frank, I feel like it's a good appointment, by the way. I feel like it's a really good appointment. I said this when we did the stream like a week ago. Like, I think Thomas Frank would be a good appointment for your squad. I think he's very adaptable and stuff. My only thing is with Thomas Frank is because he actually works well with a shoestring budget and Brentford don't spend that much. And obviously Tottenham probably, Levy doesn't really like to, even though he likes to spend, he doesn't like to spend the way a proper club would like to in terms of ambition and stuff. I feel like there's going to be so much reliance on his management to keep you stable for as long as possible without major budget. That's my thing with it. Like, I think he could take you to like a stable top 6 club, but I think Levy, knowing him, would want Champions League football all the time, bruv. That's just the way I'm seeing it.
Yeah, but can he do it at a club where the recruitment isn't great? Like, Tottenham's recruitment isn't great.
It's not. But do you know what?
I love this.
The only reason why I say it though, the only reason why I say it is because a lot of the Brentford squad that Thomas Frank had was already in the Championship. So I think he did well to even just build on that without buying too many players. Like, they lost a lot of their best players at the time.
Nah, Jay, it's not even hate, bro. Like, Graham Potter moved to Chelsea with a different scenario. Some of these managers are good within certain systems, innit? Like, clubs that are well run, they attract the right players, they develop the right players. Like, Tottenham, it's not been that great, bro. Like, Danzo, some people still like Danzo. I don't think he's that great. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got some players there that I'm like, I don't know. Some of them have got potential. Cool. He could work with some of the players that got potential, but at the same time, it's like, you guys, the thing is with Tottenham, like, when you get a player, you're stuck with them from time. Like, remember when you got Dembele and players like that? That's the thing with you lot. Like, it has to work when you sign a player because more time you're stuck with them for ages. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, is he going to have the same recruitment? You know what I mean? Because the manager's only as good as the players. Like, you can't bring out of a player something that he doesn't possess, innit? So it's one of them ones, innit? You know what I mean? But talking about recruitment, my club bought Kepa, innit? So when it comes to Arsenal, bro, there's nothing you can say I ain't said, innit? So
Northside, I'll just say this, yeah. I'll say this really quickly, yeah. I don't know if what you not hear that?
Hear what?
Hear what?
Okay, never mind. Anyway, Don't worry, it's on
The
my
cartel are coming.
end. Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
no,
no.
they're coming to get me because I diss Liverpool. Oh, I'm so sad. Oh, so successful.
Hey, you know, they
Oh, I'm so
might
sorry.
be the red cartel thing.
I'm so
innit? It's what
sorry,
it
Your
is.
Majesty. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Fuck you. I don't give a shit. Okay? Talk about my club. I'm gonna talk about yours. That's just how it is. Okay? I want my team to be successful. I'm gonna demand the best, bro. I've been saying it from the start of this show. So if you lot aren't used to this by now, try more. Try more. Keep typing away. I don't give a shit. But I'm telling you for free, yeah, that I genuinely believe that if we actually give this guy the tools, that not just go and spend 60 million on someone and say, here you go. But if we can build an actual team, bro, then I don't see a reason why we can't be a successful club in 2, 3, 4 seasons. I don't see why not. I'm not sitting here saying we're going to win the fucking Premier League, bro. And I'm not saying we're going to win the fucking Champions League. I'm literally not saying that. But you lot get so emotional because of your football club, yeah, that you don't actually listen to what I'm saying.
Jay, something's happened to your mic. It started like, oh, yeah, no worries. It should be sorted in a little sec. I don't know what happened there with it, but yeah, man, you man the chat. I don't know what you did today, guys. Fucking hell.
That's that raid, bro. That so much power, bro.
You know, he's probably had a lot to get off his chest over the last couple of weeks. I understand, man. I understand.
It's forced, is all I'm
There
saying, innit? Is that it's forced. You get me? And I've clocked it. Ever since we've won a trophy, yeah, everyone has every reason under the sun to belittle the trophy, to tell us it's never gonna happen again. Oh, you're Tottenham, nothing's gonna happen. It's like it's fucking boring now. Like, come up with some new get some new scripts or something. Like, you're just repeating the same things that I've been hearing since we beat United. You're Tottenham. You're not gonna win anything again. It's only the Europa League. Like, shut up, bro. Just worry about your own fucking club, bro. And again, if you can't give me a basic football analysis on why Thomas Frank is a bad manager and why he will fail at Tottenham, barring Daniel Levy, so purely footballing reasons, then bro, go touch some grass or a pair of tits or both.
What would be him succeeding at Spurs? What would be him succeeding at Spurs for you? Like, does he have to win a trophy next season?
Yes,
does he have to be in the top 4?
Yes, he does. He needs to win a trophy next season.
I think the trophy bit is the bit that you're like,
no, I think he needs to win a trophy next season.
But do you think he's the right guy to, if that's your standard, do you think he's the right guy to get you a trophy though?
I think he is.
Okay.
I think he is. I think the style of play that we were playing before was suicidal. I think if you introduce a more pragmatic system, players like Porro and Udogie benefit way more in a 3 at the back or a 5 at the back than they do with 2 centre backs sat on a halfway line. Do you know what I'm saying? Van de Ven's hamstrings can finally get a fucking rest because he's not doing recovery sprints every 10 seconds. I think this guy can benefit my football club. So no one can tell me nothing, man. And we'll wait and see. And listen, I'll be the first one here to say I got it wrong, and I will play the clip of me saying, "Oh, PSG, da 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 da." If we lose, it's fine. It's fine. Like, I'm not afraid to sit here and say there's a possibility we could lose. But am I wrong for wanting to be confident and believing that my team can win? Since when was that a crime? You know, God forbid a guy just wants to support his football club. You know what I'm saying? God forbid. Anyways. What do I know, man?
No worries, man. It's good to get it all off your chest and everything. Keep hitting the likes. Keep subscribing to the panel, my guys. Big up to every single one of you that's locked in. Petrara says, will you do watch-longs of the US to see Poch fail? Bro, I don't ever want to watch another game of Pochettino ball. I'll be so real unless it's against my club. But I will be there every time he does fail, which is basically every US game at this point. Emmanuel says he asked to leave. Someone is getting slapped. If we're talking about with Petrovic and everything, then yeah, should be one or two of those sporting directors, or ideally both. That'd be so real. But speaking of like poor clubs in the transfer market and everything, let's talk about Arsenal quickly. So 70 million price tag. Sesko and RB Leipzig, they're still holding firm on that. That and yeah, that's crazy. That's fucking insane. That and both of us are looking at Jarrell Hatto and Garnacho. It's like we're both handing in each other's homeworks and copying each other and all that. But at least Hatto's a very good player for his age and everything. You can play left centre back, play left back, versatile and everything. If you guys are losing the likes of Tavares, Tierney, and potentially Zinchenko to Milan, that might actually be a decent move for you. Everything else, though, kind of stinks a little bit still. Same thing with us. But how are you feeling about the transfer situation so far with Arsenal?
I just don't really care. I just don't care. Like, just whatever. Like, bro, I'm thinking about Madrid, bro. Like, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about birthday. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about my birthday. Talk about my birthday. I just whatever. Like, I'm whatever. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I just don't care. I'm just thinking about the content I'm gonna make when I'm out there in Madrid. The new Madrid shirt I'm gonna buy myself. I'm gonna get Ceballos at the back. You know what I'm saying? Just to piss these man off. And yeah, bro, I just don't really care, bro. Like, because this club, yeah, they're just not serious, bro. So what's the point of me getting angry? It's like this every transfer window. Like, can either of you name me a window where Arsenal have addressed everything that we need?
No.
Okay, let's say two then. Let's say summer window and January window. Let's spread it out over 2 windows. Can you remember a window where we've addressed in 2 windows everything that we need?
No.
So I don't really know what to say, bro. Like, we went from going, we went from looking at Rodrigo to then looking at Mbuemo to then looking at Semenyo to looking to Garnacho to then looking to these man like that. But like, what are we doing here, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we went from looking at Gyökeres to then looking at Sesko. We went from, instead of going in the market and saying, yo, Callaghan's on the market, he held it down for Liverpool. He's someone that can challenge Raya. Why don't we go in for him? It's only, what was it, 12 to 18 million? No. Do you know what we'll do? We'll get Kepa. We'll go and get Kepa because we know more than the market. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the same old rubbish that I'm sick and tired of. Sick and tired of it. You know what I'm saying? That Garcia guy we would link to, he's gone to Barcelona now. We'll link to him for months on end. I'm just really tired of it, bro. I'm tired of this club just doing nonsense. I don't really care. Like, people talk to me, this fan base love talking about market opportunities. Well, Consensao, he's a bad boy winger. Why don't we go get him? You know what I'm saying? He will, all of a sudden, we got a right winger. Why don't we go get Lookman? Why don't we go get Igor Paixão from Feyenoord? You know what I'm saying? He looks like he's ready to go to the next level. At least I can see some logic behind it. I can see more logic in that than going and getting a finished Sane or getting a Garnacho that ain't good enough. Why don't we go get Pavlidis, the striker for Benfica? Why not? Why not? He scored against Barcelona, who's performing, scoring goals for Benfica in the Champions League. 26 years old. He was AZ Alkmaar's top scorer now at Benfica. He's one of the top scorers in Portugal. Very good striker. Why not? Man, talk to me about market opportunity. Baena was a market opportunity we didn't go for. We could have, if this manager actually knew anything about Spanish ballers, we could have at least tried to get Pedri for 20 odd million for, you know what I mean, when he was available, but we didn't. Like, there's so many players that we could go for and we just don't. And I'm just sick and tired of it, bro. I'm sick and tired of seeing this club in the same old position, doing the same old nonsense that doesn't push the club forward. Like, even getting Zubimendi over the line, we have so many areas of this team that need to be addressed. We got a whole bench that needs to be addressed. So, and what have we done to do that? We're just sitting on our laurels and just waiting and taking time and waiting. I'm tired of it. I was calling Vitinha baller when he was playing for Portugal. Already years ago, I was like, yo, Vitinha's already balling out for Portugal. How did I know that Vitinha could ball out? But then when I told Arsenal fans that Fabio Vieira wasn't it, they were like, oh, but he's going to be unlocked by Arteta. I'm sick and tired of it. We've just sold Marquinhos.
You always just think they know better, innit? That's what it is.
Bro. So like, I just
Or
don't
they'll
know.
be like, I'll trust the scouts over you, just a YouTuber and all that crap. I've heard that all the time, man. Why don't you sign up to be in a fucking... You know what? Why don't I, bruv?
Yeah.
Why don't I?
And in that
I
case, why
wouldn't
didn't
mind
you
being
know
a
better?
director. I'd get some moves done quicker. We'd have a goalkeeper ready by now.
Going by their logic, though, the comments is that, how do you know better? Either you're not a scout. It's simple logic.
No, but some man's thing is just blindly follow what the club's doing. Like as long as like it's what the club wants, okay, cool. I'm not gonna talk it down. I'm gonna find ways to act like it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is, bro. They remember all the players that you want that ain't worked out, and all the players that you call out and you say we should go and get. They have selective memory as to what these players can do for the club. This fan base here are so easily finessed. In January, everyone, no matter if you're Teta in or Teta out, was saying we need a clinical goal scorer. Why is this fan base accepting Sesko? Why? Is he clinical? Because he offers about 13 goals. You can get that from Jesus and you can get that from Havertz. So why do we need another 13 goal a season striker when we all knew we needed a clinical goal scorer? But this is why the fan base do the dirty work for the club. Because the club see, we don't need to spend the money, or we don't need to go in for Gyökeres, but let's get the easy deal. Let's go get the Sesko, because they're more than happy to sell. So let's just go get the Sesko, get the easy deal. Let's get the young player so that we can keep pushing this. We're developing bullshit instead of going and getting ready-made players. So I'm just tired of it, bro. Like we're now, we've once again, Arsenal said that they would never let, when we had so many players running down their contracts and leaving for next to nothing or nothing, they said they'll never let a player's contract run down. Please tell me why we run down Thomas Partey's contract and now we're begging him to stay. Can someone explain? Because even if you like Moreno, he performs as a striker, which is that's how great our scouting is. We got a DM. We identified a DM that can't play DM, but he can play a striker. But as a striker, he's still not clinical. So what we do?
And the year before, you identified a striker that could play in midfield, and then you didn't like him in midfield, so you threw him back up top and just acted like that was the plan all along.
In that same year, you threw 100 million at one of the best ball winners, and then put him in the number 8 because you realized he couldn't break the lines.
Jack Daniels and Coke. You know what I'm saying? This is the copium, bro. Now, why am I going to get angry for? I can't sit here and say that.
Let me have my copium once.
I've just got an empty water bottle, bro.
There you go. We all need the copium. But, hey, guys, Kieran Tierney's gone back to Celtic, 5-year contract. Hey, we managed to sell Nun Tavares for 8 million. Hey, we did it. You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. We sold Tavares for 8 million euros. That quality. Hey, impressive. Arsenal, man. I don't know how you lot did it, man. Fucking hell.
Don't forget the biggest celebration. Sterling's gone back.
Oh, everything's safe. We are wizards in the transfer window. We are wizards. You know what I'm saying? It's just pathetic at the moment. Like I said, we're struggling to get rid of Martinelli. AC Milan, we're looking at Martinelli. Why are we struggling to get rid of Martinelli? Oh, that's correct. Because he's on £180,000 a week and he doesn't deserve it. But guess what? Igal told me Kepa's on the cheap because he's coming in for 100k plus a week. But what I said to Igal, what he struggles to understand is, you buy cheap. Not only do you buy twice, who the fuck is going to put Kepa on those wages? So that means now he's going to sit on the contract like we had Rob Holding do, El Nene do.
Wait, how long's the contract?
I don't even know. But you best believe he's sitting on it. He's getting comfy, bro. The same way William was getting comfy. And this is what it is. The fan base, my fan base are so backwards, They were like, but Kepa, I don't know why people are getting angry. Kepa and these kind of players, it's a good deal because we got them on a cheap. Okay. It may cost less in money, but it's going to cost us in trophies at the end of the season. That's the difference. What you don't pay by money, you pay by trophies. When we have to rely on Kepa on the knockout stages, guess what? You ain't winning Carabao Cup. Rely on him FA Cup, you ain't winning FA Cup. Rely on him on the last games, if we're in a title race, you ain't winning the league. Rely on him in the final stages, quarterfinal, semi-final, Champions League, you ain't winning it. So you can talk all of this about, it doesn't cost money. End of the season, these are the players that you will sit there and say, well, we didn't win because Raya got injured. We had to rely on Kepa. But I thought it was a good deal. It was a cheap deal. I thought it was a cheap deal. They never learned, bro. We did the cheap deal to get Nketiah to re-sign on 100K. Reece Nelson signed on 100K. And where did it get us? We've been doing the cheapskate thing. And where's it gotten us? We bought Lokonga, Davaj, Fabi Vieira, all this cheapskate thing. We got Carl Hein, that was a cheap goalkeeper. We got Runnison, that was a cheap goalkeeper. And what did it do for us? What trophies did it bring us? But I want to know, bro, because man are talking about the bank account. But last time I checked, bro, fuck the bank account. I'm looking at the trophies, and all I'm seeing is dust. But it's okay. Oh, it's okay. And then all of a sudden, yeah, what's funny is then they will say, oh, we can't afford the players then that we need. Guess why? Because you man want to stock up the whole team full of Keppers. Full of Keppers, Jorginho, Sterling's, all these guys that ain't good enough. Martinelli's, and then you get surprised that we can't shift these players. Then you get surprised why we can't. Our wage bill is astronomical because we're putting bums like Odegaard on 250K a week. Who the fuck is gonna buy him for that amount of money, bro? It's crazy. We got Jesus, our second highest earner, 200 and something K a week. We've got Havertz on 280 a week. These men go on like wages ain't part of the finances of the club. But it's okay, bro. It's okay because right now they're excited. You know, the sun's out. These men are able to go get their favorite flavored hot pot noodle. So they're excited right now. But it is what it is. At the end of the season, we'll see what these men are saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of it. I've seen it year in, year out. You know what I mean? So I'm not convinced. I'm not sold. And it is what it is, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, these man's breath are danking like cheese and onion space invaders. I don't care what these men have got to say because at the end of the season, these men will be the ones bitching and moaning as well. So I don't really care, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm just tired of it. I've never seen people be able to be finessed again and again and again and again and don't see reality. This whole bench that we couldn't use, yeah? Why can't they do a job? When you're talking to me about development of players, ESR was performing better at Fulham. Balogun was performing better in League One. What are we doing? Nketiah's picking up a trophy at Crystal Palace. Who's developing under this manager, bro? Martinelli's regressed in the last 2 seasons. So when man telling me that we're going to get Sesko and we're going to develop him, why have we not been able to develop Zinchenko into a left back? Why can't we get Kivior defending on a consistent basis? Why weren't we able to make Ramsdale into a top goalkeeper? Why weren't we able to do these things? Why weren't we able to unlock Sterling? Why weren't we able to turn Jesus and Havertz into proper strikers? Don't talk to me about developing players, bro. This man ain't developing anyone. It's just crazy, man. But that's what I'm saying. I don't care about Sane. I don't care about going in for, you know what I'm saying, all these bums, bro. I'm just not interested, Lewis, man. Because
Sane's going Galatasaray now. We just got the here we go.
Good, let him go. Let him go. You know what I'm saying? Let him go. I just don't get it. Everybody knows.
It wouldn't be much of an improvement with you guys anyway, because he's very inconsistent over there too.
Bro, these men try to gaslight me, bro. And you best believe, yeah, Zubamendi now, we're going to stretch that signing now. That signing, we're going to be announcing that for like 20 years now. The 80% of the window now is going to be celebrating Zubamendi after he signed. Yeah, we got Zubamendi, we got Zubamendi, we got Zubamendi. I don't give a shit, bro. This club can't finesse me, bro. This club can't finesse me. I've been seeing the same old shit again and again and again and again and again. And I'm not getting finesse, bro. I'm just tired of it, Lewis, bro. It's boring, bro. There's nothing exciting for me to talk about because we're just not moving serious. And the last thing I'll say before I shut up, Berta, if this remains how it is, I'm Berta out at the end of the window. I'm going to give him to the end of the window. If we do not address what we need, Berta out, because everyone celebrated this guy for what he won and the level of players he booked at Atletico. If you are not bringing the same level, if not better, with more money, we've got 300 million that we can spend this window. If you are not spending the money on top players, then get the fuck out. Because if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Don't chat shit about Edu, and then when Berta's not getting the proper players in, all of a sudden you man got a different energy. So if Edu's shit for getting bums, then Berta's shit for getting bums as well. And he's already on strike one by getting Kepa. So I'm not hearing it. If he doesn't bring me the players that I need, then I want him gone because we've got money
We've got players that are leaving. We've already moved on some players. There's money available there. I don't want to hear nothing. 300 M's to go and get us the last players to get us over the line. I'm not hearing anything. If he doesn't get it, I want him out.
I've been saying since Burton was appointed that nothing's going to change. Because the reason why I say this is because non-serious ownerships will bring in new directors of football to act like the direction of the club has changed. And you will see visually, by the targets you go for, by the signings you go for, that nothing's changed. I said that Berta was just going to be the face of the problem rather than the Cronkies themselves. That's the way I saw this appointment. Cronkies literally signed this guy so they can take the pressure off them and let this guy be the face of the problem. See, we hired this guy and he's doing nothing. But when you're seeing Arsenal go in for these same players and the targets haven't changed and Arsenal are moving the exact same in the transfer window, nothing's changed. Like, what I don't get about Arsenal as well is that you're seeing reports coming about from the Athletic saying that Havertz is going to be the starting striker. So what's the point of you buying a striker then? You're buying Sesko as the second string guy? That you're just going to have two bums up front. Two bums up front just competing for each other. We've always said
even then, Havertz already been told that he's going to start at the start of the season.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of referring to as well. Like, with the Bundesliga, unless you're Man City, there's not been many times where teams have signed a Bundesliga attacker and they've translated well in terms of numbers and just general performances into the Premier League. Meanwhile, this guy scored 13 goals. Now, I don't watch the Bundesliga week in, week out, but I've watched Leipzig enough in the Champions League and Sesko enough in international football to know that this guy isn't good going through 1v1s, isn't good at staying in his position, isn't good at his natural finishing, isn't like remarkable in the air. He's just 6 foot. Like, you guys are just attracted to 6 foot men. That's all I've gathered. And that's the thing. When you look at Arsenal's team, their starting 11, you've got Lewis Skelly, midfield and left back. You've got Rice, who's a 6 playing in the 8. You've got Marino, who's a centre mid playing up front, who's actually better up front. Arsenal don't make sense. And the fact that he signed Zubimendi kind of shows that you haven't really understood your own problems when it comes to the midfield. And what I mean by that is, like, Declan Rice is just going to play on the left 8 again. There's going to be so much reliance on Odegaard for creativity, which we know he can't do. And you'll be in the same exact problems as you are next season. Meanwhile, Man City and Liverpool, who will go for the same targets as you, are being proactive. They're showing that they want to win the league. So you'll be getting third at best. Maybe a cup, if you're lucky, if Arteta wants to go for a cup. But even then, we know that this club does not get over the line. I feel like as well, we've come to a point now where even rival fans aren't even entertaining the stupid Arsenal fan shenanigans, where it comes to a point where we've been through this cycle before. We just saw you lost to PSG, your best chance of probably winning a Champions League in God knows how long, and you're here still trying to run back the same chat you was running back last season. No one's entertaining it anymore. Like, just dig your own grave and die in it, sort of thing.
A lot of those fans have now turned by this point as well. Like, you've only got like the staunchest of Arteta inners still trying to give it one more season. I think even then they're going to end up turning by the end of next season if you go trophyless. Because if not, like, genuinely, how long is it going to take? How long is it going to fucking take before you ask for the directors to change to foresee some trophies? You do the same thing with the players, but you just won't do it with the manager. That's the one constant you won't make the change with.
Do you know what people don't talk about enough though? Is there in real life fans that go to the ground all the time? They're happy with this. And what I mean by it is that you don't hear boos. You just see these men walk out when it's convenient. When it's like, it's time to go sort of thing. These men were so happy when they beat Newcastle at the end of the season when the league was already done. They're happy with what they're seeing. They do not care. There's not enough people that are like thinking what Northside's thinking, what Lee's thinking, what Troops or my mate Alfie's thinking. They're not like in the stadium.
At least they're not the big banter club anymore. Because you'll be disgruntled that you're not winning trophies, but like, you're not the banter club anymore. You don't lose big 6 games anymore. You're competitive. That's already an improvement of what they had just a couple years ago. Yep. So it's like they'll be disgruntled, but they'll still be like, I'll give it another year. It could be worse. Could be mid-table. Could be 8th again.
Yeah, their fans have accepted that. So nothing's going to change. There's no fan pressure at Arsenal. And they've got the most casual football fans in the stadium. They've got the most casual football fans. In terms of, if you thought like a person watching football for the first time was watching every single club stadiums, like their atmospheres and stuff, they would probably think that most of the Arsenal fans, that this was their first game like they've ever been to watching football. That's how they
Well, we think
react.
that's like the bridge now. Oh, I won't front. Like half of our ground's hospitality. So
But
like
at
we're
least
kind
you
of
had-
going down that path too.
whether you like it or not, though, at least your fans still like will boo at some sectors whether you think it's right or not because they think it's best for the club, even though it's probably
Oh
not.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Arsenal
there's
fans
still
don't have
standards.
that. There's no atmosphere there. There's no reaction there. They're just there to bang a drum, dress in black, look like nonsense, and go home. That's all they're there for.
Yeah, that don't
Like-
even do that much for the atmosphere when I've gone there. All I hear is the drum and like not even chanting above the drum unless Arsenal have just scored. And it's
Yeah.
Arsenal Chelsea. That's a big game. That's one of the biggest home games of the season. Dead. Quiet as a mouse. Horrible.
Boring.
And I'm not acting like the bridge is any better in it, but that drum don't do nothing to help over there.
It doesn't.
Boring. That's why I'm not interested in going. Not interested at all. In
Don't
going.
blame you. If it wasn't an away game, I wouldn't bother.
It's one of
The
them
away
ones,
game's
bro.
bad.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't know, man. I just feel like I just don't see things. Like, all I want is Berta to get in all the players that we need, so that we're prepared for when Arteta gets sacked. At least we've got the actual players there, and Arteta doesn't have any excuse as to he needs certain profiles and stuff like that. Like, I want Berta to go and bring the clinical striker that we need, the right winger that we need, the left winger that we need. Well, two left wingers that we need, really and truly. The number 10 that we need. Do you know what I'm saying? A centre back. We need another. We need another left back. So and yeah, man. That's what I want to see, man. I want to see the club moving serious at least in getting the players, so that Arteta has no more excuses. Like, you've had time with the team, you've built the team, you now got the players to get you over the line. Okay, you failed. It's a you problem. You need to move on. And that's why that's why I don't understand when fans keep saying, "Oh, but the manager wants a certain profile." Well, look at the players that we're stuck with that are his profile. Like, we're stuck with Zinchenko. That's his profile. Like, who's starting Zinchenko? We're stuck with Jesus. That's his profile. Who's starting Jesus? Now, we've got so many players here that are underwhelming, that are his profile, that we can't do anything with, and we ain't gonna get much money for. So I'm not really hearing it, bro. Like, the sporting director's job is there to go and get the players to fit the system that the club and the ethics that the club want. If they want attacking football, if they want counter-attacking, whatever the case may be, that's his job, not to identify what Arteta wants. Because if it's to identify what Arteta wants, then you could have just saved your money, the wages that you're paying for Berta, and just let Arteta dictate it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
okay, man.
Yeah, I really do. I hear it. Fucking hear it, man. Big up Diamond as well in the chat. Big up to you, man. Smash the likes. We still got 600 you man in here. It's been a really great stream. Big up to all you guys. Hit the sub button. Smash the likes. And Mikes, bar you guys being interested in Petrovic, I really haven't seen too much of West Ham, honestly. I heard Mikel Antonio's looking for a pay rise in his new contract, which is a bit surprising, seeing as like his situation and he hasn't played in months. But what's been going on over in East London, mate?
East London clubs move like how East London operates in real life. Chaos, always on blog pages for the wrong reasons. That's how we move club-wise. Like if you ever gone to East London and see like mad shit, that is what it's like being a West Ham fan. That is what it's like being a West Ham fan. Like, the whole Antonio situation is stupid because everyone involved in that is an absolute fucking idiot. Because Antonio before the accident, was not good enough anymore. As much as I like him, he's not good enough anymore. He's not the level anymore. But I don't care if like his people behind him are trying to get a pay rise or whatever. This guy is 34, 35. You could literally trigger a 1-year extension to just give him an extra year to rehabilitate and let him have his send-off. The fact that you left it this long to negotiate the contract, to get down to this part of the summer or whatever, is ridiculous in itself. The club is ridiculous for letting it go this long. The people that Antonio's around are ridiculous for asking for more money, because you should, like, regardless of the situation you've been in, you don't deserve more money. I'm sorry. That's the reality of football. I want you to get your send-off that you deserve. You've done a lot for the club. But at the same time, You don't deserve a new contract. I will happily give you the extra year to rehabilitate, and then we can say goodbye and whatever. But that's it. That's all I'm asking. Because I'm not here to. We've got a lot. We've got literally got like. And I need 11 players this window. I'm not asking for old people to be getting pay rises. Like we just literally just let go of Cresswell. Literally just let go of Ings and people like Sufa and that. We need to lower the age of the squad.
A couple
So
outgoings.
except the
And
lower
Kudus
wage.
looks to
or
leave
go
as
up.
well. We had the whole bid and everything.
Yeah,
Although we tried
like,
to offer you Sanchez, which I thought was hilariously shameless.
well,
Oh
this
no,
is the
wait,
thing.
but he won us 9 points last season. We should bring him to the Club World Cup. Sorry, it's not even my section. Go for it.
The joint is ex-West Ham employee is the only one I look at when it comes to West Ham news, isn't it? And there's been no official bid yet. Like we've not received a bid. We've not received a bid. There's nothing to do with anything. Like obviously you'd like to offer us players, isn't it? But West Ham, the official thing to do with Kudus right now, coming up from ex-West Ham employee is we would like a price like around 70 or whatever, because the release clause, we know nobody's going to pay that release clause on the first 10 days of July. But also we don't want the player swaps because we're apparently not interested in many of your players apart from Petrovic, really, because that's just the way it's been. Like we've had interest in Sanchez because of the Brighton obvious part of Brighton links. If Sanchez went to West Ham, I already think West Ham will get relegated. That would confirm 20th for me. I've said this many times before. I'm not over exaggerating. I've been cussing Sanchez longer than Chelsea fans have been cussing Sanchez, because I remember when I knew this guy was shit. Like I went to West Ham Brighton in 2021. We drew 1-1. Graham Potter was the Brighton manager. I remember Antonio pressed Robert Sanchez, and Sanchez kicked it off the pitch, nearly slipping on just trying to play out from the back. Like I knew this guy was cooked from them. And that's why I've been like, I don't get how people rate this guy. I've been saying it from them. So if this guy was at my club, I would have a fucking aneurysm and probably a stroke on the camera, bro. Like, I do not rate Robert Sanchez whatsoever. And I said when Chelsea signed him, what that signing was going to be like. And that's the thing when it comes to West Ham. Yeah, every like link that has been linked to a good player are by bad sources, which pisses me off. We should be going down the route that I think we should be going down, lowering the age of the squad and going for championship players and going for youth players across like Belgium and the Dutch league, where you've got good technical players that can play possession-based systems and stuff. But we don't move like this because our director of football now is David Sullivan again, which is how we used to move before 2020. Our owner is our director of football. This means what we're going to do is we're going to start signing players minimum, probably late July, probably underdo our squad, and probably go down. And you see that London Stadium? How is that? It's ironic how we are in the Olympic Stadium. We should be in a Paralympic Stadium with the way we fucking play. Nobody wants to turn up to the London Stadium, bro. Nobody wants to turn up to the London Stadium in the league. They're not going to turn up in the fucking championship, bro.
Oh, the Paralympic Stadium is insane. I'm stealing that.
We should be there. We should be in the Paralympics. We would qualify so good for the Paralympics. I've never seen a bigger Paralympian midfield than Edson Alvarez and James Ward-Prowse. Some fucking idiot from the South Coast and some crackhead Mexican next to him, and they're still here. If this club was still like serious, them two would be dead or gone. Mavropanos would be gone. Aged would be gone. Kudus would be shipped off. I don't care.
If this club was serious, these two would be dead, you know.
Like, legit, call a hitman. If you can't settle, call a hitman. Like, either or, I do not care. At least they don't play for West Ham anymore. Rest in peace, goodbye. I do not care. Fabianski's gone. People are going to make the jokes because I look like Fabianski or whatever, cool. But at the same time, we still got Areola. Who, cool, you're here, innit? But you got to play second choice maximum next season. Striker needs to be addressed. Across the front three needs to be addressed because Bowen needs competition. Bare midfielders need to be addressed. But West Ham are missing out on targets that I don't even rate. We're not getting James Trafford. I don't even fucking rate him. But we were linked with him. If we get Ramsdale, I'll have an aneurysm. Yeah, I'll have an aneurysm if we get Ramsdale. If we get Petrovic, cool. That's the best out of the bunch. But I don't know whether that's going to happen. We're not serious enough to go for any player that's actually good with David Sullivan in charge. Joe Bellingham has gone to Dortmund. This is like being the fucking fat man moving into the club, thinking you can get all the fit girls, but really, you can't even get the fat ones yourself. You can't even get the girls that are built like you. You can't even get the girls that are built like you. You can't even belly tap each other, bruv. You
No,
can't
the
even
man
belly
that
tap
do the
each other.
fucking like Ice Spice cosplays and the Drake cosplays.
Yep.
They try and move into goals with them. That's exactly what it is, bro. Same fee and everything.
Bro, you're getting turned down by fat women with acne and herpes, bruv. This is the West Ham in the transfer market. This is West Ham in the transfer market. The shit players don't want to come to you. I said this weeks ago. They're not going to want to join you if you're 17th. Cool. On a normal day, players want to join teams in the Premier League that live in London. That's calm. That's the biggest attraction we can have. The stadium looks good from the outside until you actually go into the stadium. That's why all the players say, I'm really happy about being in this stadium and stuff. No, you're not, bruv. I'm not happy being here. Why should you be happy being here? You're happy with the wages, bruv. You're getting paid to be here. That's why you're happy, so-called happy being here. I am so grateful that Wan-Bissaka and Bowen want to stay. Because Bowen has already said, I will only go if the club tell me to go. Simple as that. Like, fair play to you, but you're a fucking idiot for staying here. Wan-Bissaka.
How's a player that good so loyal to you? Like, fair fucks.
Good night, bro. I'll be real, like, I love the guy, yeah, but he's too sentimental. He's too sentimental because you signed in that contract that's fucked up your career. Like, the match you're going to get is like West Ham get relegated in the Championship and the team might go in for you. And this is the thing. Because we've got so many things to address and people are going to think I'm mad, West Ham will get relegated next season. We're not going to address the positions we need to address. We will get relegated next season. And people are going to be like, you're mad. Look at the promoted teams. Leeds will be better than West Ham next season. You see a team that's confident in the Championship, that carry themselves into the Premier League, that shouldn't be in the Championship, that over-exceed and have the same manager and are not naive. That's a good enough team to survive. Leeds are better than West Ham United right now. Burnley might not be because they got Scott Parker. Sunderland are probably fucked. So it'll probably be West Ham, Burnley and Sunderland, and Leeds will probably stay up. Wolves and Brentford will be down there, but they'll be fine. They have some form of character. We do not have the squad to stay up. And we're talking about staying up.
I mean, Wolves just losing like Nuri and Cunha.
It doesn't matter. They've got João Gomez. They've got Andre. They've got new signings. They've got Amigma, that guy that signed in January. They've got some big guy from Munetsi. They've got other players. We don't have anything. We have to rely on Bowen for goals. That's the problem. Bowen's the only one scoring. And people think I'm over-exaggerating. I'm not. I promise you, I'm usually right about these situations. I didn't think we'll get relegated last season. I didn't think we were getting relegated in the season we won the Conference League when we're in the battle. I
hear it, though. You were sitting comfy with Tottenham and United, two clubs with enough resources to get themselves out of that situation very easily.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just depends on the other three clubs below them.
Yep.
I hear it.
Unless Bowen does the best carry job you've ever seen in the Premier League, then we are not surviving. Because that man has scored how many goals when we've been 15th, and people still don't give him his credit. Like, I can't like underestimate how good this guy is. And this is the team around him. We've got someone who's in a court case in Lucas Paquetá. We've got Kudus who's saying, I want to play European football with West Ham, but wants to leave. You're a fucking fraud. One of the biggest frauds at West Ham. People want to try and tell me this guy is good, that don't support West Ham United. I watched week in, week out. He is not the player you think he is. I saw someone post a comp of Kudus. All the highlights were from last season. This man, when he doesn't get into space, is broken inside. This man, when he's not into space, is completely fucked. If he's not playing on the transition, he's finished. That's why his best games have been against Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man United, because we sat back and hit them on the counter. Unless you've got a team that does that, Kudus will not survive. But we've got to finesse teams to get money. We will probably get our money eventually for Kudus and not fucking spend it. We are more likely to sell Emerson right now than we are Ward-Prowse and Alvarez. This is ridiculous. Emerson's one of our best players. He's on 1 year left. But I would happily take him going on a free for the year to rebuild every other position. And then we can move on. I would happily let that happen. I don't want to let him go on a free, but I'm happy to take that risk if it means other people will go. I don't believe in this sell to buy nonsense as well, because we are 7th best in PSL. So fuck off about this whole sell to buy nonsense. We do not need to sell to buy. You could go and get players. West Ham are interested in whoever. Fuck off. I don't care. I'm interested in a lot of things. Doesn't mean I pursue it. West Ham are always interested. You should be interested again, high up the league.
Interested FC, man. That's crazy.
This is the FC. Legitimately. Like, there's so many targets that you could just go from the championship and just go and get. Go and get Trey Hume. Competition with Wan-Bissaka from Sunderland. Go and get Trey Hume. Go and get Hayden Hackney from Middlesbrough. These are good young players from the championship. You can build a core there. We've got good youth players that will be integrated next season, but that's the only positive. The only reason why youth players are being integrated now is because the club don't want to spend. That's the only reason. Not because they think they're good enough, even though they are good enough. It's because they don't want to spend. And people had the audacity to criticize Tim Steidten last season, who was a fucking director of football, who had actual structure at this club, who was running the deals. Now we've got David Sullivan running the deals. So be prepared for some random, for some random deadline day signing that doesn't make any sense. West Ham are the kind of people to sign Calvert-Lewin on a free. That's what we're like. That's what we're likely to do. That's a West Ham signing right there. Callum Wilson on a free. That's a West Ham signing. Not cheap homegrown signing, overpay for their wages. They're 35 and they're still at the club. That's a West Ham signing under David Sullivan. And they had the audacity to criticize Tim Steidten last season, who, by the way, hijacked fucking Tadibo from Juventus. Who would have thought West Ham would hijack a deal from Juventus? No one, not even me. Tadibo came to West Ham and for some reason he's still happy here. I don't know why. I don't know why you're happy.
London, bro.
So much East London cocaine has fucking fucked these guys up and be happy being here. Why are you happy here? Why the fuck are you happy here? I'm not happy here. I supported the club before you joined. I'm not happy here. I'm not happy. I'm not happy here. I'm not happy here. I've been supporting the club before you joined the club. I'm not happy here. Why are you happy? For the wages? Tell me something. Because unless you're going to tape every weekend, there's no reason to be happy. Like, I don't understand. You're not using the fucking train lines, bruv, to go on the other side of London, bruv. You got a car, you're pulling up in Lambos and shit. I don't, like, why are you happy here? Is it, you know the meme of the fucking car in the trap house? That's their cars, bruv. That's their cars in our fucking training ground, bro. The training ground's in Romford. Romford's a shithole. I'm from Chadwell Heath. It's next to Romford. Romford's a shithole. All these areas are shitholes. The fact that these men are living in shitholes, in great houses in shitholes. They're lucky to get robbed by some Dagenham nonce round the corner. Yeah, like this is the environment these men are living in, and these men are happy here. You see, this is the Declan Rice money. We replaced Declan Rice with Kudus, Ward-Prowse, Alvarez, and Mavropanos.
Damn, that's like the Spurs bail window.
Bro, that's a back four.
You got one Ericsson and Kudus, and that's it. Even he's leaving.
Ward-Prowse, Alvarez, Kudus, and Mavropanos. David Moyes for you, talent ID. And people had the audacity to talk to me about David Moyes. Fuck off. Seriously.
I've got to get sporting directors, man. Everyone, can't trust these managers for fucking shit. Fucking hell.
Owner running the club, bro. Fucking stupid crackhead. Once he pops his clogs as well, his fucking son will be running the club. It doesn't matter if they pass away, just because they're 83, their sons will be running the club. There's no point wishing even death on these men, because you got to wish death on their son next. Like, what the fuck? And he's like 25.
He'll be taken over by his idiotic daughter and his doofus son-in-law and the rest of his stupid family. Word to CM Punk, bruv.
Bro, like, David Gold died and we've got his family going shit. David Gold died and his family are running the club still. His family is still here. So it's still Gold, Sullivan, Brady out. It doesn't matter. Stupid fucking...
I said, fuck the whole family, bruv.
Honestly, bro.
I said, fuck you and your daughter and your daughter's daughter, bruv. You had the generational cuss, man. Hold that.
Like, if people didn't want to shag Karen Brady's daughter, they'd be going for her a lot more. Like, I can't lie. I don't like these men. I don't like them. But we threw coins at these men and they're still here. We threw coins at these men and they're still here. Like, what's next, bruv? What's next? Do I have to hire a hitman myself? Do I have to take the hit? I don't know any people that can take these guys out, bruv. I'm looking for internal solutions in East London, bruv. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck am I meant to do at this club, bruv? Like, I hate the transfer window. I've just watched my team play football, yeah. And I've got to witness the transfer window of just these nonsense on Twitter, just like putting shit aggregate news about fucking Jacob Steinberg reported this or Team Talk reported this. Do you know what's the worst part is that people send me shit with like shitty sources about fucking this being reported, this being reported. Do not send me anything unless it's ex-West Ham employee reporting it. Because Team Talk and Talk Sport and all these lot are still fooling you guys till this day, and you know they're shit sources. Just fuck off, man. Just fuck off. I do not like the transfer window. I do not want the transfer window to exist because this club will just perish anyway. Like, this club don't know how to use the transfer window. So what's the point? Honestly, if it was just after the Conference League and this club just died, bruv, that would have been the best thing ever. Because then we can live happily ever after, bruv. Man said, oh, what's your kids going to see? Fuck that. You're seeing nothing. How about that, bruv? How about that? Because, you know, when I eventually have children, I'm going to raise them to be a West Ham fan, bruv. Yeah, I'm going to raise them to be a West Ham fan. You know why? Because life ain't easy. You got to go through the same pain as me. Just try not to be bald in 30 years. Try not to have a receding hairline. You're supporting West Ham as well. You're supporting West Ham as well. It's the same thing my parents taught me. Life ain't easy. You're supporting West Ham. I didn't have a choice. You won't have a choice either. You will not have a choice. You are supporting West Ham, and you'll understand life ain't easy. You think I'm getting you a fucking Mbappe shirt? Like, fuck off, man.
No, I respect it, man. My kids will either be Chelsea or adopted. As simple as that.
Exactly.
You don't get a choice. You don't get a fucking choice. Big up Mad Hangry, man. Big up, bro. He says, worst part about this window is you can't do anything other than sit and watch your club do nothing, and you can't do shit about it. That's why I appreciate people falling to their vices, man. I'll do the same damn thing. Fuck all of that. This is a new feeling for me. I'm used to my club being active in windows. I haven't had transfer dopamine in years. I don't even run Transfer King's gimmick anymore. Like, we've given up that crown. Fuck that, man. Big up Lurfic saying Petrovic was always due a pay rise after UCL qualification. Remember the brief yesterday about salary upgrade was one of the reasons. Shameless PR. Yep, trust Lurfix. I ain't falling for that shit about, oh, he asked not to be in the Club World Cup squad. No. He asked to be a guaranteed starter, and he fucking deserves it because that goalkeeper is an idiot that don't deserve the #1 shirt. It's a disgrace. It's an absolute fucking disgrace. But big up, everybody. I hope you've all enjoyed another vent session on Capital Conflict. That is literally just that's just the nature of this show now. We had like a couple of weeks of joy with the trophies and everything, and it's back to being miserable again, guys. Yeah.
Just to quickly answer, stay fly right. Yes, fuck West Ham Central. He's got big ginger titties, bruv. But yeah, you can hold that.
Fair enough. What a way to end. Mikez and Northside are both going live at 10 p.m. So sub to their channels and sub to their channels and hit the notification button on your way over there. So big up, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with some better news. And up the Chelsea, my guys. Big up.
Big up.